Hi everyone, I'm David Vonderhaar, Studio Design Director at Treyarch. We have another big update headed your way for Operation Grand Heist. So let's not waste any time and get right into the latest updates for multiplayer, zombies, and Blackout.
Hi, I'm Matt Strawn, Senior Game Designer at Treyarch, back with our next update for Operation Grand Heist. This update brings in new multiplayer game modes and updates to the World League Hub that we're excited to share. Let's get right into it. We know many of you have been asking, so here it is, Barebones. This new way to play Black Ops 4 is a callback to classic gameplay, with specialists taking a backseat among other tweaks to capture that classic Black Ops feel. In addition to special issue weaponry and special issue equipment being completely restricted, we're also restricting gear and operator mods in Create a Class. You'll still have full access to all weapons, perks, general equipment like frags and concussions, and score streaks when creating your class in Barebones. Additional changes we've made for Barebones is the removal of select spawn and the introduction of single-use equipment, meaning you'll have a fully charged piece of equipment when you spawn, but once used, will not recharge for an additional use during that life. We'll be launching Barebones with two of our most popular game modes, Team Deathmatch and Domination. And yes, we'll have a hardcore Barebones playlist for our hardcore fans out there. We hope you have as much fun playing this mode as we have, and we're excited for everyone to get their hands on Barebones. Also coming later in this operation are Infected and Deathmatch Domination game modes. As many of you know, Infected is a fan favorite mode that pits a team of survivors against an ever-growing team of infected. Deathmatch Domination is a new variant that we've been having a blast playing. It's a simple concept that spurred from your feedback. We wanted Slayers and Objective players both to earn points for the team. So in Deathmatch Domination, captured zones and kills will contribute to your team's score. And to account for the deathmatch side of things, we've increased the score limit. This mode will be coming online soon, and we look forward to seeing how the community responds. Now let's get into some updates that we've made to our World League Hub. First up, we're making some changes to our friendly fire system. Friendly fire is important in World League as it keeps everyone on their toes and discourages wildly firing your weapons. That said, these changes aim to address some of the more egregious and griefing aspects we've been seeing. Ricochet damage will now be enabled at the start of each round, meaning any friendly fire damage dealt to a teammate during this period will instead ricochet back and damage the attacker. Ricochet friendly fire damage has also been enabled for players planting and defusing a bomb in Search and Destroy. In addition to these specific cases, we've adjusted our general friendly fire rules by adding a mixture of true friendly fire and ricochet. After a set number of friendly fire kills, the system will transition to ricochet, and any further damage dealt to a teammate will instead ricochet back to the attacker. The goal of this change is to allow more flexibility for truly accidental team kills, because we know being kicked for a couple of accidents isn't fun. At the same time, the transition to ricochet should be less punishing for the rest of the players on the team, and we hope that if you find yourself in ricochet land, you slow down and watch your fire before a 6-6 and a kick comes your way. Elements of the Ricochet friendly fire system will also be coming to hardcore game modes as well. In addition to these updates, we've added more ranks to World League. We've been impressed by how quickly players have been able to progress, so we added ranks 21 through 30 so you can continue earning gems in league play. We appreciate all of your continued support and feedback. Have fun out there with Barebones and the upcoming modes Deathmatch Domination and Infected. Thanks for playing, and we'll see you online.
Ancient Evil is here. Let's get into all the latest content for zombies available in this update for Operation Grand Heist. We've got some new perks, new talismans, and new elixirs available in this update, and of course, the latest adventure in the Chaos story, Ancient Evil. Set in Delphi, the design of this map was heavily influenced by the real ancient city. We call upon iconic locations like the Temple of Apollo and the Spartan Monument to anchor the environment art and immerse you in ancient Greece. We also added some new creatures and weapons that lean heavily into Greek lore, but you'll have to discover them while playing. Our intent was to emphasize the time and the culture where this Sentinel trial has been running for centuries. Our next two zombies maps will take place in the Ether story, so Ancient Evil is extremely important to the Chaos narrative. It picks up immediately after 9, when a mysterious oracle had sent Scarlet and the team on a bit of a mind trip to an ancient Colosseum. And well, we all know how that worked out. We learn that the Oracle is none other than the fabled Oracle of Delphi. Not only does she need our hero's help, but she could be key in rescuing Alistair Rhodes and stopping the High Priest of Chaos. Ancient Evil was a lot of fun for us to design. The story, mechanics, music, and frankly everything that went into the map. We hope you enjoy playing it, and we're looking forward to watching the streams and seeing the community response. The Zombshell perk joins Stone Cold Stronghold and Victorious Tortoise to help you with defense and crowd control. When activated, zombies have a chance to explode shortly after being killed, leaving behind a corrupted cloud. Zombies that enter the cloud are slowed and more susceptible to damage. And with a modifier, if you enter the cloud, you become invisible to enemies. We designed this perk to help you turn the tables in the Horde. It could be the difference between running from a train of zombies to clearing them out completely. Sure, you'll be able to think of plenty of creative ways to use the perk, like managing choke points or reviving a downed ally from the safety of the cloud. Lastly, some new elixirs are being added with this update. Dividend Yield allows some of the points you earn to create additional points for you and other players. The twist is that players have to be near you for the bonus to take effect. This means your teammates might take some of your kills, so it's a bit of a balancing act to maximise its rewards. Talking about regeneration makes your health constantly regenerate while moving. As constant regeneration might be too strong of a boost, we coupled it with movement to balance out the benefits. The bullet boost returns from Black Ops 3 Gobblegums as a common elixir. It gives or re-rolls an alternate ammo type for your current weapon. It can be used on unpacked weapons, but it won't increase the gun's base damage. Only the Pack-a-Punch machine can do that. Finally, Quacknarok. A designer on our team thought zombies in a duck float would be funny, and the team thought the concept would make a pretty good whimsical elixir, so they made it happen. When Quacknarok is activated, zombies spawn with a duck float around their waist, and they quack when they're killed. It won't help you survive any longer, but if you ever wondered what a zombie in a duck float would look like, here's your answer. The zombies community will probably use the new perk, elixirs, and talismans in more ways than we could even have thought of. We love the creativity that you bring to your gameplay and expect to see a lot of great runs with the new equipment. Thanks for playing, and we hope you all enjoy Ancient Evil.
Hey everybody, we've got a lot of new coming to Blackout with this update, so let's get into it. Blackout is getting another map, Alcatraz. Alcatraz is a new, standalone Blackout map inspired by the Zombies experience, Mob of the Dead. You'll notice it's a lot smaller than the core Blackout map. And if you like hot dropping, you'll love Alcatraz. The entire island is one big hot drop. Land as fast as possible and get to a weapon. Alcatraz has items, including weapons, in all the places you might expect. Additionally, you may find a couple of wall buys, items inside of buildings that Zombies fans will recognize right away. What you'll see is a weapon floating in front of a portal on a wall with a chalk outline around it. Now, wall buys are in fixed places in the map, and every 30 seconds a new weapon will be randomly selected, but only if someone picked up the previous. This will guarantee you can get a weapon within 30 seconds or less, but expect wall buy locations to be very popular and well guarded. Alcatraz by default allows players to respawn. However, it works a bit differently than respawning in our other modes like Down But Not Out or Hot Pursuit. In Alcatraz, you get the ability to respawn in the game 5 times. Unlike other respawn game modes, you don't have to wait till the next map collapse to come back in. The respawn operates on a 30-second wave spawn timer. Because you are not waiting for the map to collapse before you can respawn, you have new options on your tactics to win the game. Be careful here, it is very possible to use up all your spawns very early in the match. When you deploy into Alcatraz at the start of the game, you won't do it via helicopter, you will use a portal. Squads share a portal so your team enters together, and we've named a lot of locations in this map to help you quickly communicate where you are dropping. And no matter where your portal is, you can reach any other part of the map. My advice, forget all that. Get to the ground and grab a gun as fast as possible. And 9 other squads want to eliminate you, and you need to be armed and ready. Alcatraz supports quads with 40 players. 40 players in an environment of this size, well, let's just say it can get intense pretty fast. Now, we are eager to experiment with other configurations of player counts and squad sizes. Because Alcatraz plays so much faster than the core Blackout map, we've adjusted the merits you can earn. 500 for a win, 50 per kill, 250 for a top 5 placement, keeping in line with our overall goal to give merits to at least half of the people in the game. Now, we do this because the average game length is much shorter and the average kill count is much higher. So take advantage of those opportunities to rank up. We also made some updates to core Blackout. Let's talk about the collapse damage for a second. We think Outlander, Medic, Consumer, and related perks have a home in Blackout. However, it wasn't our intention that used in certain combinations, players could survive late-stage collapses long enough to win games without engaging other players. It doesn't always happen, but it happens enough. So we have escalated the damage you take, especially in the late game, the longer you are in the collapsed area. You simply won't be able to outheal the damage you are taking if you stay out too long. Although we haven't decided exactly when, and our current target is April 9th, we are bringing back the limited time mode ambush. It has a few variations and adjustments made from evaluating the internal data and your feedback. First, we removed ATVs and ARABs. Vehicles were being used as offensive weapons, not just to help you outrun the collapse. Other vehicles that are less effective as weapons will remain. In many ways, this behavior, running people over, which many of you love to do, inspired parts of Hot Pursuit, but it doesn't have a home in ambush. We also slowed down the rate of collapse in general. This includes the final collapse. Our intent is that players engage in battle with each other. The collapse should have an impact on gameplay, but it shouldn't be your primary enemy. For weapons, we removed the SDM. We also eliminated the concussion and cluster grenades. This will force players to be more strategic when taking on opponents. And to change up the close range component of this mode, we added in shotguns. We think this will result in more interesting close range plays. For those of you more focused on the long range aspects, we've increased the drop rate of the 4x scope. Before I head out and get back to work, I want to remind everyone that this is a game in active development. Thus, any game tuning number or expected release date we give is subject to change at any point. However, this is where we are today with the best information that we have at the time we made this video. Thank you so much for your continued support of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I will see you online.